One day, you realize your life has become almost entirely automatic. You wake up, move through routines, answer messages, meet obligations, solve problems, take care of what needs taken care of, showing up where you're expected, keep moving, and somewhere in the middle of all that motion, a strange realization begins to surface. I spend a lot of energy maintaining patterns I never intentionally chose. That could be a hard thing to admit, even to yourself. For many women, this recognition arrives in ordinary places. Waiting in a pickup line long after your children are grown, still feeling responsible for everyone's comfort and emotional balance. Volunteering for one more thing because saying no makes your stomach knot. Responding to messages immediately because somewhere deep in your wire, delayed response feels like letting people down. Keeping traditions alive that drain you simply because this is what we've always done. Remaining agreeable in conversations where your jaw tightens and your body braces, even when you disagree. Maybe you've caught yourself doing some version of that too. These patterns often feel personal, but many of them are conditioned. There's actually a reason for this. From childhood, the brain watches carefully. What earns praise? What keeps conflict low? What makes adults proud? What gets approval? What creates belonging? What earns love? And because belonging matters so much, adaptation begins early. Some people learn be helpful, be capable, be pleasant, be easy, productive, dependable, be accommodating, be the strong one, the one who doesn't need much. Over time, those lessons settle in so deeply they start feeling like personality, but often they're conditioning. Researchers have studied this tension, and part of it is explained by self-discrepancy theory. The strain created when the person you habitually perform drifts too far from the person you're becoming. And honestly, your body usually knows before your mind catches up. Shoulders stay lifted, breathing becomes shallow, fatigue settles in even after rest. Irritation rises faster, resentment flickers in places where enthusiasm once lived. Decision fatigue grows heavier. You begin craving distance, not necessarily from people, but from constant performance. That's usually a signal worth listening to. Imagine wearing a jacket tailored for an earlier season of your life. At one point, it fit beautifully. It matched who you needed to be. It served a purpose. But now it pulls across the shoulders. The sleeves feel wrong. Movement feels restricted. You can still wear it, but you notice the constriction every time you move. Some expectations are like that jacket. Once useful, now restrictive. Still familiar enough to keep wearing, uncomfortable enough that your whole system keeps noticing. And that gets tiring. Experiment with this. Choose one recurring obligation that creates immediate body tension. A weekly commitment, a communication habit. Maybe it's a pattern of over-explaining, a reflexive yes, or a role you automatically assume. Then, interrupt the pattern once. Delay your reply by 30 minutes. Say, let me think about that and get back to you. Decline once. Ask for help once. Allow silence to exist without rushing to fill it. And notice what story immediately surfaces. They'll think I'm selfish. I'm letting people down. I should be able to handle this. That story often reveals where inherited expectations still have influence. And once you can see it, you begin choosing differently, slowly, honestly, one moment at a time. You do not need to become cold to become more boundaried. You do not need to stop caring to stop over carrying. You simply begin choosing what fits the person you are now instead of automatically repeating what shaped the person you used to be. That's where energy starts returning. Not dramatic energy, but steady, clean, energy, the kind that comes when life begins feeling more like a choice and less like a performance. If you'd like more conversations like this, everything is linked below. Progress doesn't come from pressure, it comes from clarity.